Nicole Kidman, the woman whose name shines like a timeless jewel in Hollywood, lived a story far more dramatic than any of her films. Behind that graceful smile and flawless red carpet poise lies a journey of heartbreak, resilience, and rebirth that the world only glimpsed through flashes of the spotlight. Born on June 20, 1967 in Honolulu, Hawaii, Nicole's life began in motion. Her father, Dr. Anthony Kidman, was a scientist and psychologist, and her mother, Janelle Ann, a nurse and writer, created a home filled with intellect and ambition. When Nicole was just 4, the family moved back to Sydney after her father accepted a teaching position there, marking the beginning of her Australian childhood. In Lane Cove, a quiet Sydney suburb, Nicole began ballet classes, and that passion for performing soon became her calling. Her early years were bright, yet interrupted by hardship when her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. Young Nicole set aside her own dreams to care for her family, showing the strength that would later define her both on and off screen. After her mother's recovery, she returned to performing, joining the Australian Youth Theatre, where her raw talent and emotional intensity began to bloom. By 15, Nicole appeared in a music video called Bop Girl, and although it was just a few seconds of screen time, the fire had been lit. Soon after came small TV roles in 5 Mile Creek and films like Bush Christmas and BMX Bandits, where her radiant energy and expressive eyes caught everyone's attention. She wasn't a Hollywood star yet, but she was building her foundation, one role at a time. Then came Dead Calm in 1989, the thriller that transformed her from a local talent into an international name. Critics called her captivating, powerful, and fearless, and they were right. Her performance caught the attention of a certain Hollywood superstar, Tom Cruise. In 1990, they met on the set of Days of Thunder, where their on-screen chemistry turned into real love. Within the same year, on Christmas Day, they married in a private ceremony in Colorado, becoming Hollywood's golden couple overnight. The world saw them as perfect, beautiful, successful, and deeply in love. Together, they adopted 2 children, Isabella and Connor, and for a while it looked like a fairy tale. But behind the glamorous photos, cracks were beginning to form. Nicole's rising fame and Tom's involvement with Scientology created growing distance between them. Still, her career soared. She won her first Golden Globe for To Die For in 1995, proving she could dominate Hollywood on her own terms. In 1999, she and Tom starred together again in Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick's haunting final masterpiece. It was meant to be a celebration of their partnership, but in reality, the film reflected the unraveling of their marriage. 2 years later, their relationship ended in heartbreak. Nicole was 3 months pregnant when she suffered a miscarriage, and soon after, Tom filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The world speculated endlessly, but Nicole stayed silent, showing only grace. Years later, she admitted she still loved Tom, calling him lovely and saying she cherished their time together. Her words revealed that while the marriage was over, the emotion was not. After their split, the media circled Nicole like vultures. Rumors linked her with Jude Law, Jim Carrey, and even Adrian Brody. Yet she brushed it all aside with her trademark calm. What people didn't know was that during that storm, she remained devoted to her craft, and her heart stayed open. In 2003, she met musician Lenny Kravitz, and for a time they shared a quiet romance. Then fate stepped in once more. At an event in Los Angeles in 2005, Nicole met Keith Urban, a fellow Australian and country music star whose kindness matched her spirit. Their connection was instant, and a year later, under soft candlelight in a church in Sydney, they were married. It was not a Hollywood spectacle, but a moment of peace, signaling a new chapter for Nicole. They moved to Nashville, far from the noise of paparazzi, where Nicole found balance, raising daughters Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, supporting Keith's music, and rediscovering serenity. Professionally, Nicole entered a golden era. Her performances in Moulin Rouge and The Hours cemented her as one of the greatest actresses of her generation. Her portrayal of Virginia Woolf in The Hours earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress, a victory that marked her transformation from movie star to cinematic legend. She didn't stop there. Films like Cold Mountain, Dogville, and the others showed her ability to move from glamorous to gritty, from vulnerable to fierce, with effortless precision. Even in her missteps, like The Stepford Wives or Bewitched, she remained fearless, proving she would never play it safe. Off-screen, she became the global face of Chanel No. 5, earning millions for a few seconds of elegance that only she could deliver. But despite all the glitz, Nicole's life was never about chasing fame. It was about finding peace, rebuilding love, and using her voice for good. She dedicated herself to humanitarian causes, supporting children's health, women's rights, and global education. Her elegance became a symbol not just of beauty, but of grace through adversity. Today, at 57, Nicole Kidman stands as living proof that even after heartbreak, even after the world doubts you, you can rise again stronger than before. She has faced loss, loneliness, and public judgment, yet through it all, she kept her head high, her spirit unbroken, and her art alive. Nicole's story is not just about fame, it's about courage, compassion, and the will to begin again when life seems to fall apart. And that's why she remains one of the most beloved figures in film history, a woman who turned pain into power and art into immortality. So if you've been moved by Nicole Kidman's journey from heartbreak to triumph, make sure you subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss another story from the real lives behind the spotlight.